Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Shad. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter. Today is the day that he has risen, right? Or he did rise. Or anyway, it's a good day, right? This is a day that's celebrated all across the world because of the amazing story of Yeshua. Yeshua. Yeah, that's his real name, by the way, Yeshua, Jesus Christ. The amazing story and how he was crucified, and how he rose from the dead, and then ascended into heaven, creating a absolute shockwave around the world, starting with Jerusalem and the occupied territory. That Rome, that the Hebrews occupied, that the Hebrews were occupied by the Romans. Yes, the Hebrew story in history is, of course, a very long one of constant occupations and whatnot, what have you. So you know the Romans, because of the martyrdom of Yeshua, or Yeshua, yeah, Yeshua. It created a uprising, the likes of which the Romans have never seen, and of course they lost Jerusalem. You know, their hardest fight, by the way. So yeah, this day is observed. I do observe this day because of its historical and profound significance in the world. Everybody should. Everybody. I mean, and I'm not a Christian, so but it's still observed and remembered as one of the. It's an amazing story. It really is, and it sparked, like I said, it sparked a shockwave across the world. So yeah. Anyway, yes, that's a precursor of things to come later on in this transmission. So it's a good day. It should be a good day, right? Yeah. Tell you about those who did not have a good day. Those Americans that were trapped in Afghanistan, left there by Trader Joe and his malicious / incompetent regime. At least we forget that 13 servicemen and women died at Abbey Gate, Kabul, Afghanistan, along with 200 other poor souls, and 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs, things that don't grow back. A lot of them were service members as well. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. I'm talking to you, Potato Joe. Yeah, deploy knife hands. But there was hope. I mean, there's always hope, right? There's always people standing up. Oh yeah, I'm wearing my Tennessee Tactical 1 t-shirt. Shout out Tennessee Tactical 1. But there's always people willing to help, willing to put themselves in harm's way, to sacrifice, to risk everything to help others. And that would be Task Force Argo, Task Force Pineapple, Project Exodus, Project Animal, Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just to name a few. Yeah. Backed by thousands, if not millions, of people donating to the cause of getting people out. That happened. We did that shit. Not our government. We did. Yeah. Our tyrannical regime left them to dry. Left them out to dry. Left them to die at the hands of the Taliban. Yeah. We stepped up and helped those people. Hid them. Fed them. Clothed them. Got them to safety. And got them out of the country. We did that shit. Not our government. Not Grandpa Ice Cream. No, we did that. We the people. We fix things. Remember that. Meanwhile, there are still 700, 800 plus individuals still incarcerated over the J6 debacle. They're arresting more. Held there as political prisoners without sentencing, without bail, torturous solitary confinement conditions, constant interrogation. Someone lost an eye. They're given plea deals that if they turn evidence against the T-Man and say, yeah, T-Man made me do it, then they will be given favorable treatment, reduced sentences, or set free. Yeah. Someone lost an eye, of course. There have been suicides. People have killed themselves. A lot of moms and dads in prison. A lot of hopelessness. Yeah, that's what this tyrannical regime has given to these political prisoners. Total, absolutely just ruining lives of Americans. And for what? As a political statement. And for what? So that they can intimidate us into submission. Yes, compliance. There seems to be a lot of compliance going on out and about nowadays. Not a good thing. Yeah, compliance is not a good thing. Not in this country. So, anyway, yes, there's a lot of shit going on there. But there's hope. There's hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, if not hundreds of thousands. There's a lot of people, if not millions of people. Family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms doing pro bono work, senators, congressmen, representatives, judges getting into the fray. Even the T-Man has said that if he is granted the election, that he will pardon them. I'd like to hold him to that promise. I think we should all hold him to that promise. He seems to be a man of his word. We'll see, though. Empty promises, empty dreams, right? Yeah. I don't put a lot of faith in one man. Never do. The only faith I actually put in is me. Yeah. And charity. Yes, charity. Oh, yeah. Right. Hello, my love. Yeah. Hear my neighbors chirping in the outside there. That's the only faith I have, really, is in myself and charity. But there's hope, right? There's always hope. Oh, I gotta rub her belly while I do this. Yeah. There's hope. Yeah. Meanwhile, it is Easter. Yes. Easter. Easter Sunday. It is Easter Sunday. That is the day that today is. It has been practiced. It has been observed for who knows how long. Hundreds of years. Right? It is not Transgender Remembrance Day. It is not Transgender Visual Day. Fortunately for me, I have not had to visibly see any transgenders. Maybe they're invisible. I don't know. Maybe on this day they become visible. I have yet to see any, and that's probably a good thing. They're a very small minority. Even with the social engineering that we've faced to try to create more transgenders, right? Because that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, a complete abomination on a auspicious day as of Easter for our potato in chief to declare that today is Transgender Visibility Day. Do you understand the implications of that? No other president has done that. The only other rulers that have done that were tyrannical regimes because they don't want you to practice a religion. They want you to practice their religion. And that is the religion of the state. That is the religion of the regime. Everything else, every other religion, especially Christianity, leads to freedom. Leads to ungovernability. We are an ungovernable lot. And the majority, you have to recognize this. The majority of free countries are Christian. So, the significance of this day. I'm not, like I said, I'm not Christian. I'm not Christian. I'm not anything. You cannot. I observe a lot of things, not only Christian things. I observe a lot of other things. That's just me. I create my own religion, right? Because there's value in it. You know, there's Hindu, there's Native, you know, there's Hopi, there's Buddhism, there's so much that I find myself observing. You know, I have little things and mantras and little rituals that I do myself that, you know, that are quick and easy, and I just go about my day, you know. But, you know, today, the story of Yeshua, the martyr, the Messiah, as described in the stories in the Bible and other texts, you know, the letters from Pontius Pilate to Caesar, you know, the interactions with the Roman Empire, with other countries that were also being in a tyrannical regime in the Roman Empire, that made note of this auspicious day and what it meant. Like I said, it was a shockwave that went around the world, and people rose up and said, "You know what? Let's throw off the yoke of tyranny and take in this message that Yeshua gave to the world. He gave it to his people, to his Hebrew brothers and sisters, to his kinsmen, his countrymen, right? This was a patriotic event that he went through, that he martyred. He allowed himself to be martyred. He could have escaped at any time. He could have. And his disciples were pleading with him to, let's go. Let's just, the heat is on. The noose is tightening. We got to get out of here. You know? But no. Yeshua said, no, I'm sticking around. I have to make the ultimate sacrifice. Imagine that. I mean, that in itself, not even the rest of the story, which gets a little supernatural, if you will. Just that point right there alone is a very powerful message. In the face of a tyrannical regime that is known for brutality and slavery, as the Roman Empire was, one man stood against the flood, against the tyranny, and won. He had to pay with his life, and he was willing to do it. He willingly went to his death, which, if you look up crucifixion, is a very horrific death. Very horrific. Very painful. He endured that to save all his people, to incite and inspire all his people, which in turn inspired the world and helped to form our basis of government, our basis of society, everything, morals, ethics, values, everything. Why do you think we're such a charitable people? It's because of that one guy who paid the ultimate sacrifice and gave himself willingly into the jaws of the enemy to win. It's a very powerful message. So, no, I don't see any correlation with the potato in charge, the regime commander, because that's what he is. He's the regime commander. He's over there somewhere. He has, you know, he has proclaimed that this day is Transgender Visibility Day, you know, TVD, right? TVD. Today is TVD Day. No, today is Easter. Today is Easter Sunday, and it will be observed, regardless of his proclamations. It's a very powerful, powerful message that one man gave to us. Regardless of his philosophies, regardless of his teachings, the actions and deeds of that one man who gave himself willingly to martyr himself to free his own people and the rest of the world. So, happy Easter. Go Team Linda. Go Team Linda. Fuck cancer. She's kicking ass, taking names. She's going through amazing. She is enduring a lot of things. She's been doing this for a long time, fighting cancer, right? And now she is on to the next phase of the cancer treatments. She's getting a port installed where they can administer the poison, the medication that's fighting her cancers and tumors, which are popping up and disappearing. And then she's doing all the things necessary to be able to fight this. But it's a long, arduous battle. But her will is strong, just like that one guy, Yeshua. Yeah, Yeshua. His name is. I'm sorry, Yeshua. Yeshua, of course, is the Father, right? Yeshua, Jesus, Jesus. Many names, right? His real name was Yeshua. Yeah, Yeshua. So, just like that one guy, and was able to endure beatings and torture and keep his will good and strong. Yeah, I see a lot of correlations with that in a lot of things, especially you, especially me, especially Team Linda. And go Team Joe. Go Team Joe's mama. Same thing. Just amazing will, perseverance. And so go check out Joe Morgan's channel. Go give him some love and support. He's going through some trying times, but like every man, especially of his ilk, they rise to the occasion. They overcome. So yeah, right on. Happy Easter, everyone. Every day, never forget.